Power tools use many ball bearings to allow various components to rotate. Over time, a ball bearing will wear and begin to fail. A bearing that is failing will usually give warning, often with a squeaking or squealing sound. Replacing a ball bearing is a repair that you can do yourself, and I'm going to show you how.
Hi, I'm Mark Socha.
Do-it-yourself repairs like these are easier than you might think. From lawn machines to cordless drills, kitchen mixers,
Outdoor grills.
our how-to videos walk you through each repair from start to finish. So doing it yourself means never having to do it alone.
Let's get started.
I'll begin by removing the guard. Now remove the spindle assembly. Now remove the small bearing from the top of the spindle. I'll use a 3-wing bearing puller. The center shaft on my bearing puller is a little too large to fit all the way through the bearing. So I'll get the bearing started with the puller, and then when it won't go any farther, I'll remove the puller, place the spindle assembly into my vise, and I'll use a couple of screwdrivers to pull the bearing the rest of the way off. Next, I'll remove the retaining ring at the top of the spindle. I'll use a small screwdriver to keep the retaining ring from rotating, and then a pick to pull it away from the shaft. There's a washer just beneath the retaining ring. I'll remove it. And now I'm going to tap the spindle away from the gear. I'll use a rubber mallet to do that. And I'll tap the spindle out of the bearing. A metal plate secures the bearing. I'll go ahead and remove it. Now I'll set the housing onto its top and use a socket to tap the bearing out. Notice there's a thin washer that'll also come out with the bearing. Be careful not to lose it. Now we can install the new bearing. First, I'll place the thin washer into the bottom of the housing. Then I'll place the bearing inside the housing. And I'll tap the bearing in place with another socket. This one's a larger diameter. As I tap the bearing into place, I need to make sure that the thin washer didn't come out of the recess at the bottom of the housing. Now I can re-secure the bearing with the plate. Now I'll install the spindle back into the bearing and tap it down against the bearing. Now I'll place the gear back over the spindle and tap it into place onto the spindle. And again, I'm using a rubber mallet so I don't damage the gears. Now replace the locking ring. You'll notice that one side of the locking ring is flat and the other side has some tapers milled onto it. Those tapers should be facing me. Now place the washer over the spindle and secure it all with the retaining ring. I'll use a pair of needle nose pliers to open up the retaining ring as I slide it onto the spindle. Then I'll squeeze the ring back together, making sure that it's tight around the spindle. And I'll replace the upper bearing. And I'll carefully tap it back onto the spindle with a rubber mallet. Now reinstall the spindle assembly back onto the grinder. And secure it with the screws. And I'll finish by reinstalling the guard. And now you know how to install a new ball bearing in your power tools. Be sure to check back often for new videos and expert advice. If you found this video helpful, give us a thumbs up.
And leave a comment.